And just like that, we have a new Yokozuna. Hoshoryu, welcome to the club of the elite. The best ever. I mean, I'm not going to say Hoshoryu is the best ever, but I will say, being a Yokozuna, you might as well be considered the best ever because so few have accomplished what he's done. Obviously, Terunofuji started this basho, Hatsu 2025, January, the very first one, and he retired in the middle of it because his body just keeps giving out. He couldn't keep up anymore. He just destroys his body time and time again. So now the guys at the NHK, whoever it is, I don't even know exactly who it is. I'm not one about the whole tradition and stuff. Y'all can lecture me about that. But they're like, we need a new Yokozuna now because we don't want to be Yokozuna-less. We've been pretty much been Yokozuna-less because Terunofuji can't make it to a tournament. But man, Hoshoryu goes in there and he really does pull it out. Okay, so one could say like he went 10 or 12 and 3 or whatever, and his 3 losses weren't very good. He lost to Maegashira wrestlers, and it was just like, what are we doing? You've got people like Kotozakura who took the Yusho from Hoshoryu the last time they faced off. Well, not the last time. You remember it was like 2 basho ago, I believe it was. Kotozakura got the dub, got the Yusho. But the 3 losses that Hoshoryu did have, it set him up to be great. Okay? He had to win 3 times in like 15 minutes to get this Yusho. The whole idea behind the Yokozuna is the fact that they're like, indestructible or whatever you want to call it. Like, they're not supposed to lose. They're supposed to be the best, basically. They're the champion, but yeah, Sumo's a little bit weird, obviously. You guys know that. Y'all watching the Sumo Show. But what he managed to do on those last few days, continuously win. He was down 3, and his competition's behind him like, hey, here we come. Hoshoryu generally has a hard time when the times are tough. Thinking back to that Kotozakura winner takes the Yusho a couple basho ago, right? I've noticed that he generally has a hard time when it comes to these crushing moments. And that's always held him back from these Yushos. It's been over a year since his last time he won a tournament, guys. Think about that. It's been over a year. This is his 2nd win. But what he did this time showed, we know how good he is. We watch him and you watch him and you're like, this guy's incredible. He's so good. But it's like he just drops the ball. Every basho drops 2, 3 bouts he shouldn't. To Maegashira, Maegashira 11, 12, whoever. But he had to fight his way back and force a playoff. He finally did. He finally forced his playoff. He needed 3 wins. Goes out there, gets 1. His day 15 win. 2 more to go. Number 2. And I forget who was his 2nd one? Because it was close. And you have his 2nd match of the day. He has to go out and face Kinbozan and Oho back after that. And he wins both of them. Beats him out. And man, you could just see the emotion on his face was wow. You could just see the emotion on his face. He was so relieved. He finally did it. He finally won. And now he is the Yokozuna. He's the number 1. And he's the only one. Now, I have no doubt about it. Kotozakura will get it probably within the next 2 years, right? He's going to be there. Takara Fuji's fantastic looking. Oho looks good lately. I'm looking here at the rankings. Oho was there. Kinbozan had a fantastic run this time. And then you got guys, that probably won't make it. Wakamoto Haru, Daisho, Onosato will probably make it. It was actually a disappointing basho for him too, Onosato, because 10-5, and that's a 10-win basho, and people are like, come on, bro. What? Huh? If that's bad for you, because he did have some rough wins, but if that's bad for you, man, you're gonna be great. And Onosato might dethrone Kotozukura as the next Yokozuna, if such a thing happens. Well, I mean, Kotozukura, he went 5-10, had a really rough go of it this basho. Probably was wrestling injured, as is the case a lot of the times with these guys. I really wish that they would kind of change that rule. I get that you want them to show fighting spirit and all this, that, and the other, but when it comes down to it, you want them to be great longer, because we were robbed of a lot of Terunofuji's career because of these injuries. Granted, his knees have just been shot. The way the sport is, that's how it goes. Let's see who else. Abi, Wakataka Kage, Komusubi, they're both Makekoshi, so 7-8 records. They'll be out. Kirishima probably jump back up to Komusubi. Tobazaru, 7-8 Makekoshi. Gonoyama went 8-7. Oho, 12-3. He was right there in the end, to the end. Shodai got him a win. Ura, man, I got a film study coming out about him this week, guys, but really hurt my heart that Ura struggled and went 7-8. He had that really awesome Suzutori, and that's what the film study will be on, is his use of the Suzutori against Takayasu day 4. He did that. I like him. Maegashira 4 might be a little too high for him. Hiradanumi went 7-8. Y'all can't make fun of me, by the way, for how I say these names. So, yeah. Chiyoshima 9-6 had a good record. Trying to see who else was in there that I really like. Takara Fuji 5-8. Oshoma 8-7. Barely got it out. Minoru Fuji 7-8. Small boys getting a little big and getting a little slow. People are onto his arm drag game. I don't know how much longer he's going to be around here. Takara Fuji, former Yusho winner at Maegashira 17, managed to go 10-5. Look for him to have a big jump up to the probably Maegashira 3, 4, maybe 5, depending on how much they like him. They're going to want to fill out those Ozeki ranks, maybe add another Ozeki. We're looking at Daisho possibly. I don't remember exactly who has their 33 wins like they need. But he'll make a big rise, and Takara Fuji's good, man. He's real good. How old is he? Let me look that up real quick, fellas. Takara Fuji does not tell me. Oh, yeah, it does. 25 years old, man. These cats are young. Who else is Nishikigi, 8-7. Koto Shoho, bad one. Ken Bozan, that was the front runner for the majority of the tournament, ended at 12-3. Couldn't get it done against Hoshoryu to really seal the deal. Haku Oho, had a really good 10-5. Kageyaki was back. He 6-9, probably drop out again. Nishiki Fuji managed to, do his thing. So yeah, fun basho, guys. It was a real fun basho. I thought it was a blast, honestly, watching Hoshoryu finally make that run. It's a legendary run. Now, I'm always trying to get you guys to read something. This right here is called Way of the Salt. It's the old edition by Ash Warren. Shout out. Go pick this book up. It's fantastic. And if you want to get into the Discord, where we talk about not just sumo, but other sports like mixed martial arts, boxing, and wrestling, links in the description, as well as the Substack, where you can get this video directly to your inbox. We did talk about Ura's film study. We already had one on him and how he changed attacks and how he hits low and then works his way up and works with the wizard. We talked about that. That's a film study you want to check out because it's real good, real nerdy, real technical, something you guys would love.